How do YouTube, and welcome back to an episode of Final Fantasy 16. We're just doing a bit of side questing after defeating the Casterns. Although I am a bit suspicious on that, they didn't seem to be many in number for an organisation such as theirs. I feel like they'd have been really easy to find anytime they just stepped out of Boklad if they were just up there. But we'll see if anything else happens with those. Well, one of the side quests was to find a sellsword called Joseph. He'd been tasked to deal with thieves that had been stealing from a porter. Turns out he was able to find out the thieves were goblins, and as we did in the last episode, he went straight at them with his sword. But it turns out the goblins aren't all bad. They just want to eat. They don't want to. They don't want to starve to death. And so he's decided to try and teach them how to live these lands that they're not used to. And so we're going to go back to tell the porter that we've found him, but we're not going to tell him about the goblins.
Joseph's fine. He'll be back once he's tied up a few loose ends.
That's a weight off my shoulders.
Good.
He certainly knows his business. He found your thieves all right. And I dare say they won't be coming back.
A good man to have around, that Joseph. And if he says there'll be no more thieving, that's good enough for me. Thank you for putting my mind at ease.
You're very welcome.
Here, for your troubles.
We will accept. Excellent. Okay, I love how we've got all this money, but we don't donate any of it to the hideaway. Let's just...
But would you have that well-notched steel and impressive physique? I have
Thank
need
you.
of a sword for hire, and yours looks to be a weapon well worth the coin.
Ah, yeah.
You'll be convinced to offer me the use of those formidable arms.
Wow, you're very
How exactly
complimentary.
you intend to use them?
Well, being something of a scholar of Zemeckis history, I wish to investigate the ruins near the city.
Oh,
And I require a rugged companion, lest I find myself waylaid by ne'er-do-wells or the beasts sent to roam the area.
is that where we've come
Should you
from?
accept, you will not only earn yourself material wealth, but partake of the true treasure that awaits us there. The rich and storied history of Zemeckis.
The Meckies.
Were you ever party to a finer proposition?
Oh, wow. I can't say I have been, no. This is the best offer anyone's ever given me as far as a mission or side quest.
Then come.
Honest.
We must away.
But where are we going?
Along the old Zemeckis Road, and from there, onward to discovery. Quickly! There is not a moment to lose.
Wait. Well, good luck with your ne'er-do-wells.
I am suspicious. I'm suspicious.
Sure he doesn't get himself
I am.
killed.
I'm concerned that this is going to be a very big side quest, but we could find something really cool.
Daddy.
But if it's somewhere that we've already been, like where we've come from, then I guess there's nothing new to discover. So, well, we'll go onwards anyway.
Why am I not surprised?
Oh my god. Oh, it's up there.
Hand over your coin, you know what's good.
Oops. Well, there's no point in using my Phoenix one now. Oh. Oh, that was... Oh, look at that blood in slow motion.
Are you hurt?
Happily not, good sir. Thanks to your timely intervention.
Oh, you ran off.
More importantly, we have arrived. Now, feast your
Oh.
eyes upon the marvel before us. Ruins, a relic of the fallen civilization. A sight so common that man is oft blinded to its wonder. Colossal vessels, dashed from the very heavens. Airships, we call them, with very little thought to what wonders such a word might describe. Oblige me if you would. Does anything strike you as peculiar about this particular specimen? Though we ourselves find fallen ruins to be nigh indestructible, whatever gouged the final sin from the rock cleaved clean through the structure you see before you.
Oh, yeah.
Tantalizing mystery, no doubt, but merely one of countless enigmas in which Zemeckyan history is steeped. Come, good sir. Our expedition continues.
Crystal tiny islands which upon the crystalline dominion stands. They are largely man-made, having been built upon existing ruins and are arranged in an administrative hub at the centre, surrounded by the citizens' dwellings. Beyond those, the slums in which various refugees take their homes. The glistering spire at the island centre is home to the Dominion Mother Crystal.
We still have much to learn.
Okay. And are we going to learn what damage these
He's passionate.
He is.
That.
Are we going to find out what damage cut through those? Or are you just going to be asking questions and providing no answers? I get a feeling it might be the latter. You'll have to just bear with me. I'll probably edit this out if I remember to go through the video in detail. Where's the remote control? There it is. So you don't get this. You don't see this when you're watching the video, but every so often, my TV will go into standby mode, and despite the amount of times I've tried to change it, it continues to do so. So yeah, we are going back to where we've been before, which makes sense because there were a lot of fallen ruins there, and there were a lot of creatures, like robots, of the fallen. So it does make sense that we would be heading back there. Oh, and he's in trouble again. Right, is that goblins? Oh, we've just been told about how nice the goblins are. And told not to tell anyone of their existence. And now they've gone out and done this. So now he's going to tell them that there's goblins around. My word, so silly. You stay with me.
You're going to get yourself killed.
Oh, that would not do. That would not do at all. Not when such majesty stretches out before us. Behold, the final sin in all its glory. As Moss tells us, a battle was fought here in ancient times. A battle of such ferocity that it tore a great crater in the very land upon which it was waged. In reaching for their holy sanctum, did man enrage the gods. And great was the vengeance that was rained down upon him. Alas, the full truth of the matter is lost to time. Though I live in hope that I might see it discovered. But we must not dwell upon such things. There is more yet to see. Onward. History awaits.
Oh, this is cool. I do like this. Getting a bit of lore here. Which is nice. I can't wait till they finish the game and I can just go to What's-Her-Face back at the hideout and just look at all the lore of the game, all the different areas. That'd be cool. He did come up here, right? Yeah, he did, yeah. Yeah, here we are. He needs to stop running off. This is it's the worst escort quest ever, because you can't escort him. Uh-oh. Did he not know about these things?
Trouble this time.
Right, let's just deal with this big guy here. That's it. Punch, punch, punch. Get in. Right, here we go. We've almost got this attack. So, oh, this guy's almost dead. 32,000. That's a good number. Oh, yes. Oh, oh. Ooh, I'm sure he broke through that attack then. Okay. We're at 1,000 ability points, which is nice. Another good reason to do these little side quests.
Still in one piece.
It would seem so. Once more, I am in your debt. And once more, you impress me with your prowess. These were no ordinary foes, but ones we in the field call echoes.
Oh.
Though Moss the Chronicler concurs with the legends in attributing the fall of Zemeckis to a wrath wrought upon mankind by the gods, he offers little in the way of explanation. Could the ruins we see before us here, in all their elaborate beauty, perhaps suggest an answer? Could the construction of such miraculous edifices have been considered an encroachment upon the province of the divine? Alas, all is mere speculation. One day, perhaps, I will learn the truth.
Yeah.
Not if you keep running headfirst into trouble.
No.
You are right, of course. And not only have you plucked me repeatedly from the jaws of death, you have proven yourself a willing audience to my ramblings.
Glad to help, but didn't you say you came here to investigate something?
I fear I may have rather overstated the case on that front.
Ah.
A captive ear was all I really desired.
Come on.
Even my fellow scholars have grown somewhat weary of my musings of late. And so I came upon the idea of purchasing a companion. A captive audience, if you will.
That's what this was all about.
I am afraid so. And now, my good man, it is high time we returned whence we came.
Fine.
God damn it.
Just don't go running off this time.
Well, that's disappointing. I was hoping to learn something new. I mean, there's loads of kids, loads of refugees that get kept behind. You could be a little scholar for them, a little teacher. Motivate them, you know. You might get one of them that are like as excited about it as you are.
And so
And carry on
it
your
was
work.
a delightful day.
Oh,
Here,
yeah.
Your reward for humoring my selfish whims, plus a little extra for the trouble I have put you to.
All right. Quest complete. There we go. So just 2 quests down. Took a little bit of the last part, and we've been playing, what, 13 minutes? It didn't even take 10 minutes to do that. But yeah.
Knowledge is a gift all the greater when shared.
What's his name from Final Fantasy X? Comment down in the comments if you know. What's he called? He's in Final Fantasy X Part 2 as well. He's like... Merchant? No... Oh, I can't remember his name, but he's always like really eager to teach you things.
Are you Milan?
And that, as they say, is that.
What can I do for you?
The innkeeper's just had a special delivery. He thought you might like to join him for a cup of wine after you pack up for the day.
He knows me only too well.
Yeah.
I've got a ham here that will go handsomely with a nice drop.
Wine and ham to spare. Barcloud clearly isn't suffering then.
Comes with being the place everyone has to pass through to get to everywhere else.
Yeah.
Those who travel the Crystal Road bring all manner of goods with them. We get meat from Sanbrec, herbs from Rosaria. Why, sometimes we even see curiosities from across the Narrow. My old man knew what he was about when he set up shop here all those years ago. Anyway, thanks for the good news. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll shut up shop early. Wouldn't want to keep my friend waiting.
I don't blame you, my friend. I don't blame you. You don't want that arm to go to waste now, do you? I bet you won't. Oh, it's a guard. Right, yeah.
I'm looking for Bolek. I was told he'd be guarding the gate.
Well, you found him. You're not here to enlist, I take it?
The innkeeper sent me. He's just taken delivery of a rare vintage, a Gotan 66. He thought you might like a cup.
I've never said no to a goat hand. I'm not about to start now. Thanks for letting me know.
You must
you're
be a
welcome.
busy man.
The market would be flooded with refugees if we weren't here to stem the flow. Oh, my heart goes out to them, all right. But we've got our orders. No papers, no passage.
That's fair enough.
They try to slip past us nonetheless. And every now and then, one of them's foolish enough to try and force their way through. And when they do, well, things can get nasty. You know what? That wine's sounding better by the moment.
Yeah, it can't be easy.
I wonder if the innkeeper might spare a cup of that wine.
Ah. I like your thinking. I like your thinking. I mean, I personally don't like wine. I can't stand it. Red, white, rosé, absolutely cannot stand it. The worst thing about red wine is it looks like Ribena. If you're not in the UK, you might not know what Ribena is, but it looks like Ribena, and it's so not. It's so not. I'd much rather have Ribena. If only it tasted as nice as it looked. Okay. So, we're gonna go speak to this. Is it Wondridge?
I spoke to your friends. They'll be along soon.
That's fantastic news. Thank you kindly. It's been a while since we all sat down together. And the way I see it, that wine is as much theirs as it is my own.
How so?
Well, I wouldn't be serving anything but slops without Aldrich to go and fetch the good stuff for me. And then there's Milan, who always sends customers my way. And Bolek, an even-handed keeper of the peace, if ever there was one. Those three are the backbone of Boklad. Lose any one of them, and the market would soon fall apart.
Ah.
And without the market, I wouldn't have a single customer. I'd say that's worth a bottle of 66, wouldn't you?
I would say so.
And more besides.
Everyone needs a shoulder to lean on. Be they world-weary innkeepers or brooding swordsmen. Right. I'd better prepare for my guest's arrival.
I hear you had me carrying a bottle of Gotan 66. If I'd have known, I would have sold the thing and lived like a lord. I'll settle for a cup, though, if you're in a sharing mood.
A Gotan 60 bloody 6. Just as well I had something special of my own set aside. A bottle between the four of us might not be enough to drown our sorrows, but it can't hurt.
No, exactly.
There they are, the three pillars of Boklad. Sit yourselves down, gentlemen.
He's a nice guy. Sounds like expensive stuff, and yet he's not charging
The
them.
woes of the world may be monstrous in many, but there's nothing like a few good friends to keep the misery at bay.
Never a truer word spoken.
Not going to give Clive any? No. No? Just, no, okay, that's fine. Just going to turn you back on me. I've just been your errand boy, and you're just going to be like, oh, no, I don't want to share. No? Okay, fair enough.
Kill the poor sod. For a handful of coins of that. You were right to stay your bastard captains.
Oh, there's nothing like a cup or five of good wine to wash away the aches of the road.
I owe these remarkable gentlemen more than a few paltry cups of wine, even if it is the finest wine in all of Valisphere.
Okay. You're just watching them. Are those arms folded because you're unhappy? You want some too? Come on, Jill. Come on, Torgal. Right, let's press on, shall we, with story now. So we're going to go speak with Goots. And we're going to pass through this gate. Come on. Snake spit.
really want to be...
Here you are, Goods.
Oh, I wanted to hear that conversation,
I'll
actually.
lose it again.
Me pass! You found it! Oh, thank you so much. Nan would have killed me if I'd come back without it. I'll have to say thanks to Elle and Theo, too.
So should you, Hunter. You and your friends don't have to steal anymore. If anyone threatens you again, you know who to turn to.
We do.
Yeah.
And we already have. Miss L's given us a job shifting the chocobo shit out the stables.
Nice.
It's hard work, and the pay isn't half what we got from the stones. But if we stick at it, we'll keep ourselves fit.
Nice.
You stick at it then.
And Goots, I'm sorry for stealing your pass.
That's all right. I've got it back now. And all's well that ends well, eh?
You said you're trained to be a blacksmith, right? Well, I'm gonna be your first customer. I'm gonna save up all my gil and get you to make me a massive sword.
I'll do me best.
Oh, that's nice.
Till then, eh?
I mean, with all these refugees coming here, I imagine a lot of them might stick around, especially kids. This place might go into a pretty large town rather than just a little market settlement.
All right. We have a place on the wagon. Remember, Goots, we're mercenaries. You
You
hired
hired
us
us
to
to
protect
protect
you.
you.
Mercenaries.
And you remember the plan? You're to ride all the way to Twinside. Jill and I will go with you as far as the outskirts, then find our own way in.
Nice.
I'll buy that stuff I need.
Right. And we'll scout out the Imperial's defenses.
There's a square with a big bell tower right in the middle of town. If you get lost, or out goes wrong, we can meet up there.
Okay.
Right. Let's go.
But how will you know that we've got lost? We'll be there like, oh, we got lost, so we came here, but then you're not there. Oh, we'll toggle. Oh, that little, the little white bit on top of his head. I feel like, it's Carbuncle, isn't it, that has a little gem in its forehead? Seat of the Imperial Court.
I see. And you're quite certain your father has no knowledge of Ultima?
I am. I have no difficulty believing a sinister force has come to exert an influence on Sanbrek. But be that as it may, it is yet to claim my father. For better or worse, his radiance speaks his own mind.
Okay.
Then the fiend works from the shadows.
I confess, when first you told me of this fiend, I had my doubts. And more than a few at that. A beast that labors to plunge Valisthea into turmoil, all in pursuit of your brother. But that wound is proof enough that evil is afoot.
Then I have your answer, Your Highness. You will join me in my fight.
What
I
is
cannot.
Joshua
Yet.
up to?
Your Highness, please.
As you are aware, the Dalmekian army is at our gates. They have lost their mother crystal, and with it all hope of a negotiated withdrawal. It is but a matter of time before they invade. If Bahamut is not here to meet them, my people will be slaughtered.
Though not by Hugo Kupka, thanks to Ultima's machinations. I know the fate of your people weighs heavy on your conscience, but if we do not put an end to Ultima's plans, they shall face a far darker fate. The chaos he would wreak would sweep all of Valisthea into the abyss. The lives of every man, woman, and child in the Twins are at stake.
I believe what you say, Phoenix. But I have duties of my own, and I must discharge them. Come what may.
Yep. Ooh.
What do you know of my blood?
Oh, we're going back to this.
I know that it is wholly unworthy of the highest offices of state, which rightly belong to those of purer breeding.
Oh.
Alas. Your bloodline runs through the Oriflamme gutter, from a whore who weighed her child's worth in gill.
Have you threatened my father?
Of course not. I merely whispered in his ear that his mongrel son is plotting a rebellion.
Oh my god.
Sylvester listens to the words of his astrologers. And they have ears too.
You have been feeding them your lies.
Should you remain loyal to Emperor Olivier?
Can I just say, she is the absolute worst. I cannot stand her. And I can't stand her as in she's a bad character. I can't stand her because of how well they've written her as a nemesis, as an antagonist. And I cannot wait, more than anyone else in this game, or any other character, more than Ultima, to put my sword through her face. Active Time War. Struggle. I want to know more about these, actually. Members of the Gregorian clergy who divine the future from the movements of the heavens. It has long been custom for the astrologers of the imperial court to share their auguries only to the emperor, granting them significant political influence, provided that that the emperor of the day shares Sylvester's inclination to the heed of their advice. Okay, so basically it's saying there that if the emperor doesn't really believe what they say or is interested in what they have to say, then their influence wanes. But if, like him, he listens to them and values their word, then they have significant power and influence, and could feed him their own lies and essentially have some active involvement in the laws of the of Sanbreque, of the Empire. Holy Empire Sanbreque. In the wake of the events of Phoenix Gate, he married Anabella Rosfield and sired a second son, Olivier. Wonder what he'll be like when he's older. With her, Anabella and Olivier's influence in the affairs of the imperial court was to only grow over the years until Sylvester was finally convinced to surrender his throne to the young prince, announcing him to be the latest in a long line of earthly incarnations of Grigor. Right, so they're kind of like the Church of England in that they believe that we believe the king or queen. I don't, but Church of England believes the king or queen are God's representative on the planet. Empress. I'm not going to try and pronounce that, of the Holy Empire Sanbreque, the viceroy of the imperial province of Rosaria, which she rules with an iron fist. I don't know how much ruling she does now. She also longed laboured to see her son Prince Olivier seated on his father's throne, a plan that comes to fruition after she schemes with Hugo Kupka to bring an end to Dalmacia's long siege of Twinside and sees the triumph ascribed to the young prince. Okay, we're not going to read all of that.
His radiance may yet crown your head with laurel, and not with tar.
Fork-tongued witch!
Wow.
In consideration of your long years of service to the Empire, I shall forgive this uncharacteristic rudeness. Now hurry and make ready, Your Imperial Highness. Emperor Olivier expects much of you, Dion. Or should I say, of Bahamut.
Hmm.
May your fire reduce his enemies to ash.
That's all she sees when she sees
Till
him is
all of
Bahamut.
Valisthea bows to its rightful ruler.
There is another darkness that has taken hold of Sanbreque. And until its grip is released, the flames of war shall spread ever wider, just as Ultima wishes.
It's your mother.
Forgive me. My family has caused you much grief.
You are not her keeper, Phoenix. This is a matter for the Imperial household now, and as a member of that household, it falls to me to resolve it. At such time as that is done, what strength I have shall be yours.
I am concerned for his safety. I wonder what she'd do if she saw that he was still alive.
Thank you, Your Highness.
The Phoenix.
Let us take to the skies together, and bring a new dawn to Valisthea.
I should like nothing more.
Okay, yeah, because he can fly. He's a Phoenix, of course. And he's Bahamut.
Terence,
My prince.
tell me true. Do you believe what I'm about to do is wrong?
We dragoons have but one leader, Your Highness. And we shall follow him unto the very end.
Thank you. And this is my decree. For their crimes against the crown, the traitorous Anabella,
Oh.
your son shall be put to death, and the Empire restored.
Holy crap. Get in, Dion, yes. Oh, that's excellent. Okay, everything is cut off to us right now because we're heading towards a very important part of the story and we can't just fast travel everywhere. We are going to end this episode right here. What a way to end that as well. Dion's such a cool character. I mean, one, he's Bahamut. I mean, Bahamut's the greatest summon that's ever been on Final Fantasy. So that immediately makes him cool. But he's got a proper backbone as well, and I'm really happy that he's willing to stand up against Anabella, and being allied to us. Really, without even realizing it. So yeah. What did you think to this episode anyway? What do you make of the revelations that we've just seen? Thank you very much for your support. Don't forget to hit that like button before you leave. And until next time, you all take care. Bye for now.